night. Two things happened across the river that kept them going. And one was that Mayor John Wood of Quincy, Illinois, and a lot of other people brought food, clothing, and bedding to them. There was at least one steamboat load came. And the other thing that happened is what we in our church know as the miracle of the quail. And that's where the quails came to the camp in just very large flocks after a long flight, circled the camp, and then just settled down in the camp. They were able to just pick them up and use them for food. And then, of course, by then, when the wagons, they'd got word to the wagons ahead, they started to come back and pick them up, take them on to the camps. Also, about the same time, then the governor of Illinois came or sent with a large detachment of militia. They came here and wiped the town out, got the hoodlums out of the town, and allowed the people then to go back to their homes. And the ones that wanted to then went back to their homes and stayed here. The building in front of us was built in 1843 and 1844. Its purpose, it was the first missionary training center that our church built. It was also the public library of Nauvoo. Now it's rebuilt in 1971 or 72. There's a museum upstairs. Downstairs is a beautiful old-fashioned chapel. The woodwork in it was done by a man that was legally blind. When the Mormons left here, Emma Smith, the wife of Joseph, chose to stay here. She was left with 40 acres of land and some buildings that now belongs to the reorganized church. Those are over in this area. But they're also very important to our church because of the history that's involved. Right over here, the red building with the white front is the Joseph Smith red brick store. During that period of time, that was the church office building here in Nauvoo. After the death of Joseph Smith, then it was moved to the one room in Brigham Young's home.
Come sit down.
Sit down right there. Here, come on.
This store is owned by the reorganized.
Yes. Come on. To get to see it, well, you usually have to make separate arrangements. Some days they have people there, other days they don't have. And this time of year, I think it's nearly always on an appointment basis. Come here. Hi. What's that now? Oh, that's in the cultural hall.
Right down there?
We're right now, that's the 70s hall. Up there where we started.
It's just right next door to the bakery, Betty.
Come on, here. Get. Come on. Back. Yeah, but it was a cultural hall first. This property there, that piece of ground belongs to John Taylor. John Taylor was with Joseph and Aaron when they were shot and killed. He was wounded, became the third president of the church. Along about 1843, or maybe the winter of 43 and 44, the Masons came in here real strong. And at that time, while the church was doing about everything they could to try to gain support. So there was about 1,500, I think that's right, of the Mormons joined the Mason Lodge during that time. Some of them had been Masons before. And, what?
I heard that he
yeah.
was 32nd degree Mason at one time.
I think that's right. But anyway, well, that's how come it happened. Well, there's 3 more buildings down here at the end of the street that belong to the reorganized church. It is important to us. The Joseph Smith homestead, and of course, that's where he's buried. Jiminy family, the Nauvoo house and the mansion house. to get to see those, you have to go over here to their visitor center, and then they send a guide with you. Come on. Over here is the cobbler shop. Cobblers was shoemakers, repairmen, but they did a lot of other things also. The two buildings here on the right, the two small buildings belong to our church. They've been completely rebuilt and modernized. There's a missionary couple lives in this one of them. That one is the one right over there. No. There. The white building here is one of the originals. In it, they got barrel making, a pottery shop, and a coffee shop. It's this one here. That one is an abandoned building. This one here is an original building. It's got a long inside the wall. Over here, this one here is a duplex. It was built as a duplex in the 1840s. It's still in it. There's two missionary couples live there. Get.
See all couple missionaries here.
Yeah, right now, there was about 10 young ones here in the summer, young men. Now, in the next short while, and I think right soon, there's two single sisters coming here. I don't know what age. Peoria. It was a separate mission, now it's a Peoria mission. This is the Lucy Mack Smith home. This is where they left her when they went west. Thought she'd be okay, but she wasn't. She had to leave here also. Over here on this side is the brickyard. It was 1 of 7. There they'll give you a souvenir brick and tell you about the brick industry. Bricks are a little cheaper now than they used to be. They sold for ½ cent a piece back in the 1840s. Of course, Dane's wages at that time was 50 cents. Porter Rockwell's house. Porter Rockwell, of course, was the self-appointed bodyguard of Joseph Smith. The building over there on the far right was Winslow Farr. Winslow.
Is that your old joke?
Yeah.
You see the tour guide here interact with the tour guide on the RTA?
Not really. Oh, we meet him. There was one. We go over there, yeah. Come back again. Okay.
Well.
Our woman's out here. Now, not who was figuring that because there are a lot of people here that work the word Mormons. 15 to 20,000. When you get down to